Lindsay with Empower Movement Physical Therapy. So one of the things that we treat really commonly here in the clinic is tension headaches. But one of the questions we often get is, how do you know if it's a tension headache versus a migraine? Because actually when you try to treat a migraine like a tension headache, it doesn't respond the same way. So some of the key differences between the two would be a migraine will respond to pain medications that your doctor may have prescribed to you, whereas a tension headache might take some of the edge off, but that's about it. It most likely will not get rid of all of the symptoms. With a migraine as well, oftentimes it's associated with these things called auras. It's kind of this weird, like, wooey, blinky thing that you'll have with your eyes, and light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, smells. Like, you'll feel like you'll need to go into a dark room and like hide under the covers because you don't want any other stimulus. With a tension headache, oftentimes you can like survive and get through the day, it just sucks. So when we treat a tension headache, what we often do is work on the muscles that can contribute to this. So we'll work on the muscles in the back side of your neck, in your shoulders, that oftentimes will get really, really tense, especially as your stress level goes up. So that's one of the other major hallmarks of tension headaches, is that if you notice you get a headache when the stress level goes up, when the in-laws are coming, when the kids have a big test, like when stuff is happening, if you notice you're frequently getting headaches around that time, it might be more likely that it's a tension headache and can be treated in a natural way as opposed to using medications. Oftentimes too, tension headaches are one-sided. They'll start often in the back, either back of your head or in your neck, and they'll wrap around to the front and usually hang out on one side. You can get really bad ones that do both sides as well, but oftentimes it'll start just on one side or be worse on one side. The other thing you can tell if it's a tension headache versus a migraine is if you can change your symptoms. So if you hold down a muscle here and you put really hard pressure on it, if you make your headache either better or worse. A migraine won't respond to that at all, because all you're doing is changing the tension on the muscle, and a migraine isn't muscular at all. That's a neurological or hormonal based thing. So touching your muscles won't change that at all. So that's how we treat those tension headaches here, is by affecting the muscles and the nerves that then get pinched and irritated, and the blood vessels as well that can get pinched and irritated by those muscles, to relieve the tension, open everything up, and oftentimes you'll see a difference in your severity of your headache during the time that you're here. So if you have any questions at all about the headaches versus migraines, feel free to give us a holler. Thanks.